Hey, it's James, Father's Rights and Resources, hashtag how I got cussy. I'm going to be straightforward in this video, and I'm going to leave this up for a little while because people seem to miss the point on my page that I'm here to help people win in court without an attorney. And if you got an attorney, you want to stick to an attorney, which is a huge disadvantage for you, you can learn how to light a fire under your attorney. But people want to use my page more and more just to blog, talk, vent, whine, cry, piss and moan about the system. And the system is not changing. I'm helping people navigate the system and win. I got full custody of my daughter when she was 7 months old without an attorney in 2001. There's people like Steve Maeda who have videos say, you have to get an attorney because family court is so crazy. And he got an attorney and got his ass handed to him in court. And he's out there selling all kinds of programs, telling dads about, how to get sex or sex advice and all this other stuff while he's losing on the end. And then if somebody says in the comments, oh, I did well without an attorney, he goes, you're an idiot. But since I bashed him in a video, all of a sudden he's changed his position. Well, sometimes you can do it yourself, sometimes you can't. But here's the thing. You're lost. You need help. Get some help. I'm here to help. Get a consult with me. You need a consult. Everyone who ever watches my videos needs a consult. Unless you got full custody of your kids and sole decision making, you need a consult. Because you're watching this, because if you got joint decision making, you're dealing with a narcissist who always opposes you and does something called intransigence, where they never get along with you, fight you, oppose you, and can't work with you. You were dumb like me and had a kid with a crazy person. So now you gotta deal with crazy, and crazy doesn't listen to reason. If you have a kid who's a drug addict and you sit them down and do an intervention and talk them into reflecting on their life and look, all they're thinking about is the next drug. They're not thinking about, oh, you know what? I really need to reflect and I need to get my life together and I need to clean up my life and all. They're a drug addict. You're dealing with an unreasonable, mentally ill parent who can't co-parent, or who's intransigent, or a narcissist, or an alienator. You can't work it. They only understand force, and you're not using force. Here's a guy who used force. Me, right here, right here. The how I got custody username is not registering with people who are coming in emotionally triggered or emotional off and just want to vent on their wounds and go from father's rights page to father's rights page and whine, cry, piss and moan. Nobody's here to hug you. Nobody cares. This is a war over your kids. Do you want to go rescue your kids? Learn how to fight like a real man. That's what I teach people to do. That's what I share with people. And if you're so broke that you can't gather a few $20 bills in a few weeks, and I'm $80 an hour right now. Initial consultation with me is an hour and a half because that's what everybody needs to get started. You can do follow-ups for 30 minutes. Once you get over that initial hump of that huge, overly burdensome $100 for a first consult, which is the discount, like you've never had $100 in your pocket in your entire life, all of a sudden, now that you're in family court, after you spent $10, $20, $30,000 on an attorney, you can't afford me, or you don't believe me, so you're trying to feel me out. So how can I get free stuff from James? He's not a lawyer, so he doesn't know what he's doing. Go look at my winning court orders in my Instagram, Facebook, YouTube descriptions, or under the videos, or in the bios. I can't do it on TikTok right now. I had to redo my new TikTok. You actually have to, if you actually care about your kids and getting some real answers on how to fight. There's nobody out here telling you what to do like I am. There's nobody out here selling their services for less than $250 an hour. Family Court Corner, $750 an hour. Judge Anthony. Family Court Corner lady spent $100,000 on an attorney to finally win. Do you have $100,000? Then why don't you talk to the guy who actually won his first year in his custody battle? That's me. Get out of your delusion. Get out of your emotions. Set aside, sit down, take a deep breath. I know this hurts your feelings for me to say you need to wake the hell up and stop being a sissy or a coward or emotional and running around like a chicken with your head cut off. Somebody save me. Somebody help me. I need help. The family court is crazy. What are we going to do about it? Make the family court go away. It's not going away. The IRS isn't going away anytime soon. Maybe it will soon here, but there was no hope of it going away. You needed to plan your future, get life insurance, funeral arrangements. That's not going away. We're all going to die someday. You can't put off stuff. Now, that's probably not a good example because your life with your kids is on the ropes right now. It's at stake right now. If you're not acting with a sense of urgency right now to rescue your kids from the kidnapping parent, you're going to lose. Grow some freaking balls and use at least 3 brain cells firing off at the same time to try and figure out, I have an urgent need right now. When my baby's mom tried to get a bogus restraining order against me, I was urgently looking for help right away. I didn't sit around and go, oh, this is really horrible. Let me just sit around and wait. I actually had an assistant pastor I talked to, and he said, maybe you need to wait and see until things cool off. And I was like, no, I'm not seeing my daughter right now. I was seeing her after she was born 3 days a week. And things were cool, and we had a plan. And about the 3rd week of her life, suddenly the mother withheld her. And then we started arguing. And then she tried to get a bogus restraining order against me and take me to restraining order court. And I had to get on the offensive and go to war. Because there was no sign whatsoever that she was going to let me see my kid. And a lot of you guys are pussyfooting around like an SIMP, waiting for her. Don't want to hurt her feelings, catering to her. Being a little henpecked slave. I don't want to hurt her feelings. She is crucifying you in court. She is lying about you. If she called the cops on you, she wants you to go to jail for a domestic violence crime you didn't commit. And then once you get that criminal act on you, a lot of states have a requirement that you can't see your kid unless it's supervised. You'll never have a chance to have 50-50. She's betraying you. A lot of you guys, because you were inside her vaginal walls, you don't want to hurt her feelings. You're whipped. This person is betraying you. This person is a treasonous, like in any classic or epic movie where they sent a woman to, or James Bond movies, they sent a woman spy to seduce him, then kill him. This lady's trying to kill your relationship with your kids. Call it what it is. If you don't, then you are a coward and you're not a protector of your kids, because those kids should not be abused like that. And the mother's an abuser, and because it's the mother that's an abuser, you'll say, oh, well, I make exceptions for child abusers. When the mother does it, it's okay. When the mother slaps the kids around, it's okay. When the mother takes the kids from me and she's a narcissistic, mentally ill control freak, and she traumatizes the children and emotionally damages them and scars them, and puts them in the middle of parental conflict, which is a weight and a burden that these kids cannot handle. When she dumps that big boulder of a rock on their shoulders and makes them carry that around because she's so narcissistic and selfish, she doesn't care about the welfare of the kids. I'm going to allow that to happen because I don't want to hurt her feelings. You worship the mother like a house slave worships his master. They can imprison everybody around you, your own family, your own friends. And as long as you're not ruffling their feathers, as long as the mom is being okay, then as long as you appease and please her, because you're scared of a woman. And there's nothing she could do to you per se, except falsely accuse you, and then you cop a plea in domestic violence criminal court because you want to agree to being falsely accused, and you do all this stuff to sell yourself out and get set up. You see what sabotaging idiots we are? Somebody is declaring war on our kids. If somebody broke into your home and tried to kidnap your kids, would you just stand there and watch so you don't hurt the kidnapper's feelings? No, but you let it do it when the kidnapper's name is mom. You let it happen. It is time for you to grow some balls, for you to stop worrying about when the corrupt family court system is going to change, because people have been whining and crying for it to change for 60 years and there hasn't been a dent in it. It's time for you to fight through the system like I did and thousands of others' dads who got consultations with me and fought the way that I fought. I shouldn't have to tell grown-ups this. They should be able to look at my videos and get out of every video, this guy knows what he's doing. Let me look at his winning court orders. He proves he knows what he's talking about. I'm getting my butt handed to me by my sellout lawyer, and I'm not winning, and I'm falling behind, and I'm losing out on my kids. It's not working. Why don't I talk to the guy who it worked for right from the beginning? Fought off bogus restraining orders, got 5 days a week visitation, got the mother found in contempt, then got full custody, won in the Court of Appeals after that, did all kinds of other stuff after that. Get a consult with me or continue to lose. That's really it. I don't do this a lot, but there's so many people departing from the whole purpose of my channels. Get a consult with me. If you don't, you're really stupid. You're losing out on talking to somebody who actually, one, who's not part